And we're live. And we are live. Welcome to another edition of Gosh Darn Blog, or should I say Gosh Darn Vlog, or Gosh Darn Podcast. Okay, so if you haven't tried Canva, you gotta try it. I I did that last night. I signed up for the 30-day trial. Yeah, 30-day trial, and then it's like $12.99 a month after. Love it. I could do anything I want with it. I could make professional YouTube videos. I could make professional animated posts on Facebook and Instagram and Tumblr. And you can interconnect your social media accounts with it so you could share it. But there's a lot you can do with it. And you can just, it has a whole list of everything. It's like make a banner, make a video. And it's just like, holy crap. So, and it's very user friendly. It's not like, I've tried Adobe. I'm not going to say that's easy. Like the hours of courses you have to watch, you know, that's because what am I doing when I'm watching a course? They're just like, oh yeah, press this button, and then you go press that button. So, but Canva just makes the button pressing very easy, and I like it. I mean, I don't see how you could live without it if you're an online entrepreneur or an influencer. Just don't see how you could live without it. But yeah, it'll be in my comments, so you go ahead and go through my referral link and make sure that happens. And but anyway, that's exciting news. And so I actually bought a hair product today. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I haven't tried it, but I'm going to try it. And the advertising is really good, so I was a sucker. I just bought it. It was $25, which is insane. But what they do is they mix the minoxidil with the ginseng, and as long I don't, if you've seen my earlier videos on online dating, those are bogus, and they're allowed to get away with it through the laws and the lobbying, and not cool. So it could be more of the same. But all these supplements that I talk about, you can spray them into your hair, like biotin. This is another thing I tried, the heat lamp, the infrared light, or I don't even know. It's just a red light, and I'm using that on my whole body, but I'll put my head near it because I'm a guinea pig, right? I don't know what I'm doing. So, but yeah, I did it 3 times yesterday. It made me feel different. It makes you feel different, and that's good because a lot of these supplements don't make you feel anything, and you're just like, why am I taking this? That's why doctors do blood tests because that's the only way they can tell what's going on with you. And unfortunately, it puts so many crappy things in our body, like grains and sugar and alcohol and cigarettes and coffee and booze, that we always look like we're fucked up when we go get a blood test. So I've been drinking green tea, but I made it a really nice cup of coffee today. It was very good. I don't think I could buy it out in public, what I made with the half and half, and very strong cup of coffee. So I'm feeling it. I'm not gonna have a heart attack, but here's the coffee in the morning and how bad it is for you. But yeah, if you want to learn how coffee is bad for you, just check my comments. There's a blog post and video about it. But if you tell people that, they just get so upset. So, and here I am drinking it. So what do I know? But I can't help it. I just I'm addicted, and I don't drink as much as I used to. But and I have green tea instead. After. But I don't know. The best thing for your eyes apparently is eggs, is what I've heard. Like if you eat eggs every day, that has something in it that's good for your eyes. So I should just go out for breakfast right now. But anyway, but I'm here with you talking to you. But yeah, these pictures that I bought, the thing, like I'll talk about it soon when it arrives in the mail, and I'll just be like, hey, look at me, and spray it on my head. Um, but they were saying like stuff happens, and the pictures were remarkably, they were remarkable. Like these guys were going bald, dude. They're like, and they're in like my age. They're not like 21. I was like, what the heck? But some sort of ginseng and minoxidil together. What I should be doing is before I order stuff is looking up, see if there's a scam alert on Google. I don't do that, but I should be doing that. But I go ahead but it was $25. Okay, I could try it. Hopefully, I won't get brain cancer. Oh shit. There's so many things to think about. It's not cool. But the less supplements I take, the better off I'll be because all you really need is vitamin C. And when you're older, you do need ginseng, but I don't feel like I hate taking supplements every day. But all these topical things, it's just weird. Here's one time, and this is like 15 years ago, I bought like I don't know, it was like 3 different bottles, and it was like $600 for like 6 months, so it's pretty expensive. And I used it, but I don't remember, I mean, I 'cause the fact that I have this much hair at my age after worrying about it is remarkable. So what does that tell you about, worrying about going bald? It says, "Don't worry about it." But, in yesterday's conditioner, and I could tell you gotta use conditioner, you really do. And there's a keratin suave out there that's probably pretty cheap, and I haven't seen it in the store, so I'm gonna have to get it online somewhere. But the keratin conditioner from Suave, just make sure it has keratin in it. Like that keratin is like from a volcano or something. I keep talking, and I'm not even verifying what I'm talking about. It's so funny. But I think it's from a volcano. The keratin is a sulfur thing. So put these in your hair and turn into a zombie and guinea pig. Maybe you'll die like a guinea pig. Don't take my advice. I swear to God. I'm just comedian. Don't take my advice. I read a blog. Who cares? I'm a blogger. You can take advice from a blogger. Bloggers are f- are famous for just promoting misinformation all the time. Haven't you ever heard of the Inquirer or TMZ? No difference. But yeah, all this health talk. I mean, I'm interested in learning about health, so I pay attention. But I mean, the best thing to do is buy a juicer. If you could do that every day, like 3 times a day and not eat and you don't drink coffee, like, if you could do that for 5 days, I know I felt a difference after doing it for 5 days, and it's hard. The first 2 days or day and a half, you're like, "I wanna eat." I'm like, that's the problem with juicing, you wanna eat. Your mouth says, "Why are you not eating?" So after 5 days, I gave up, but I could feel a revitalization in my eyes and everything. So juicing is pretty dang cool. But then you're wondering about pesticides and stuff. So there's all these weird cons to the pros. But organic, I have great grocery stores where I live. I could buy organic and juice every day. But I got used to like eating vegetables again, so Like rice and vegetables is like the best because it's like, I'm not trying to be some crazy person saying this, but you don't see fat Asian people usually. So what does that tell you? So eat the rice, eat the vegetables. And some doctors are like, well, they put all this sugary syrup on the vegetables and rice at the Chinese restaurant, but who cares? I mean, you're not eating golden grams all day, so yeah. Anyway, so I had a dream last night. I want to talk about my dream. Um, Hooah! I'm gonna put some links to my blog posts in my video. I want you to read them. I'm gonna make some and oh yeah, I started putting my blog on publc.com. That's a token, so you can like go read it, and if you read it, I get like tokens. I'll tell you how many I have right now. Publix token. I have 120 Publix token. PUBLX. 17 cents. 120 tokens in Publix is 17 cents. And there's a fee here if I withdraw it, which is like $12 or 6,000 of these. So I have to get $12 first before I ever make a profit. Isn't that funny? What a ridiculous. Oh, and by the way, Binance doesn't have fees when you trade Bitcoin. I just read that. I didn't know that. That'd be a great place to trade Bitcoin. But I mean, you can see all my blog posts and all these referrals are in there. You know, they're all in there. What was that commercial where they're like, it's in there? It's probably a soup commercial. But yeah, Publix. So I have Publix, I have Vocal, I have Newsbreak. You just GoshDarnBlog it, and you'll find it. And apparently, if people actually read on those, and Medium, so that's 4 websites. If people actually read on those, I would make money. If you read it on my blog, I have a bunch of referral links that you can click, and I'll make money if you buy Canva from me. Which would be nice if you did. If you buy it from me, please. There's like just so many things going on the internet that it's disgusting. I talk about all these scammers on the internet, but then there's all these like other ways to make money, and you're like, what? So you need a good hosting. You got to find out how to get good hosting, and then you got to create. Probably WordPress is the best. I have a blog post about this conversation too. How to make a blog. Should I start a blog post business or not? And then you got to invest in something like Canva so you can make really nice presentations. So in a week, I'll probably have new YouTube thumbnails that people will click on that look like other like everything else. So I didn't know people were using Canva to make YouTube videos, but they are. So that's good that I know that now. So you can make these investments in this stuff, and you too can look like a professional. Isn't that great? But yeah, this is what you do. You figure it out, you study, and then things start happening. If you don't do anything, you're just going to watch football on the weekend, and you're not going to be happy. You're going to be like, what do I do after the football game's over? You get to work, bro. So, yeah, that's what you do. You get to work. Um, Okay, I had a dream last night, and my dream was pretty wonderful. It was about I've had dreams like this for the past year because of changing the way I act and the way I do things. So I've had crazy dreams. So um, this so last night I told you in my video before this one that I was having dreams about parties where I'm like, meeting women and all this weird stuff that's not normal for me. And so last night I had a dream like people were graduating from college, I guess, and it was like, and I decided I wanted to get to know one girl and I want to get to know another girl. So I was like telling the girls what was going on, which was interesting, because I mean, talk about honesty. And they knew each other and stuff because it was a small group of people, but it was just an insane dream because the fact that I was like, I need your phone number too because I like you too, but tonight I'm hanging out with this girl. And that's not normal for me to say, but I definitely have thought about it over and over again, so I'm not surprised that I am that cray cray in my dream. But anyway, and I think this is happening because of because I'm changing so drastically. But so is honesty the best policy? Obviously. Um, so by the end of the dream, like the girls were taking some pictures. So I was like, oh, should I be in the picture? And I was like surrounded by like 7 to 10 girls. And you may think it's lame that I'm talking about my dreams. I don't because this is reprogramming in my head. I've never seen this before. I've had nightmares instead of dreams like this. I mean, I've rarely had dreams where I'm having sex. And when I wake up, I'm like, oh man, I wish I was still asleep so I could continue to have that sex experience in my dream. But, like, just go to any university, they study all this stuff. So, just because Main Street is full of dumb people who don't think about this stuff and they think about reality and brass tacks, fuck them. No offense, fuck you. And I'd rather dream and have that opportunity. I've heard some people can't, but I bet you if you like studied the brain and hypnosis and all this weird stuff, I bet you could probably help yourself dream. There's one where you can control the dream. I read that in Omni magazine when I was in high school. It was in the library. Omni magazine was great. Honestly, if I had money, I would buy a collection of Omni magazines. I don't. It's still online, but it's not in print. It used to be like you would see Playboy and you would see Omni magazine. Like it was that in your face. It's just like, holy cow. You'd see Penthouse, Playboy, Hustler, and Omni magazine on the racks, and that's what you remember when you go home. I need to look at those magazines. And then in the book section, you would see Stephen King, and that's it. And Madonna getting naked in Playboy. That's my childhood. Anyway, Omni magazine was fantastic. I don't know why it's not on the shelf anymore. I don't know what kind of politics happened for the magazine to go away. It should not have gone away. It was like Time Magazine. You're like, Time Magazine, Omni Magazine. Time Magazine always had these great covers of important things that happened this year and, or this week. Like you would see that, New York Times. You'd see New York Times, Playboy, Time Magazine, and Omni. That's all you saw. You didn't see anything else. You didn't see Popular Mechanics, you didn't look at that. You didn't look at People magazine, that was, like, in every doctor's office. You didn't have to look far for People magazine. But these other ones, they were just like, "Wow, that is some serious shit." You know, you don't ever buy National Geographic on the magazine shelf. You that's, like, appears in your house somehow just magically. Like, I grabbed a shitload. Someone left a bunch of National Geographics on the out on the staircase where I live, and I grabbed them all because 'cause I'm a writer, so I could write some articles. I wrote one article. It was a Smithsonian. I used it, but I like the physical, and unfortunately, things, fall apart and get change color, so it's not cool to have a bunch of magazines around, but, it's important if you're gonna learn. Books are important. That's why people collect books because they know they're important. They're not gonna get rid of them. "Oh, you're never gonna read those." Who says I'm never gonna who says I'm not gonna, like, turn on a lamp and just read a book one day? Or I'm sitting on the commode, you know? It's ridiculous. Don't get rid of your books. It's crazy. But I know people who do it because of the digital realm, because they can read it on their phone. But I swear to God, I have books I've not read on my digital phone too. So what does that tell you? Just tell you like nobody really wants to read after they get out of school. But again, it's the Main Street philosophy that says nobody does that. And they're just saying it out loud to people at a coffee shop or a bar, and they don't know what the heck's going on. I spend a lot of time in coffee shops and bars, and there's nothing good going on. Jocko was talking about that recently, and he's right. So what's the solution? Just not going there? I don't know. I mean, you definitely have to do your work. You can't just be a clown. But if you want to meet like awesome women, you got to go out. And unless you got like free food and drink everywhere, you should make some money. Because some people like they'll drink alcohol, and it's like, well, I'm in a place that serves alcohol. Why would I deny myself this wonderful craft beer or cocktail? That's stupid. So it's all about the money, honey. Join Canva today. Read my blog posts on GoshDarnBlog. But yeah, I've been having these dreams about it's reprogramming my mind. So instead of thinking about my past, like I don't get along with women at all. I'm like, I had this dream where I got along with all of them, even the ones that I thought I wanted to date or I want to date tomorrow and not today. I mean, it's ridiculous. But that's a reprogramming in my mind. And with all this manifesting I've been learning, I'm not surprised my brain is telling me that. Because we are a machine. We're an organic machine. And when I talk about supplements and stuff, it's because I believe if you put the right things in your body, the result is naturally good. If I ate salad 3 times a day, I'd be in good shape, but I don't. But maybe I could get back into juicing. I don't know. I hate the act of juicing, just like shoving cucumbers into the thing. You have to clean it out every time because otherwise, little flying insects are attracted to it. They show up out of nowhere. I think they come like through because I have a hallway where I live, so I think they come under the door because I don't have the windows open. So I mean, they must. Because when you have something that attracts them, they must, like, sense it, and they just come for it and find an opening in your doorway, or maybe it's through the vent. I don't know, but, I have seen that, like, they'll just appear, and it's like, "Do what?" Like, but maybe I should, yeah, they say if you take Raid and you spray it in all the corners of your house, like, in the cracks on the floor or no, on the windows and the door, like, it'll take care of that. not the floor, but the windows and the door. It'll take care of that, and nothing will ever come in. Or you can get a whistle, and then all the rats will follow you to the river and jump in and drown. That would be better. But yeah, the dreams, if you can have good dreams, like, you can have a good day. So it's important to take care of your mind, body, and soul. And the manifesting I'm doing is from Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard is all these recordings from like a long time ago, and people keep posting them on YouTube so you can listen to it for free. There's another one that's really interesting called the John Silva. It's just called the Silva method, and that's hypnosis. That's good, but it's by having a positive mental attitude, like, you can go out and create a great life. That's all I'm saying. Because try putting on a negative mental attitude and see what happens. Okay, you go ahead and you see what happens. But like I said, you got to believe it to see it. And I spent the last 2 years heavily looking at that, and I've seen it and I believe it now because I saw it. Like, this works. But it took me blocking out a lot of things and talking to my therapist. It took me not paying attention to the people's opinions when they talk. Like, I literally, like, I've gotten to the point where I don't say much if someone's talking. You know, it's like not important for me to give my opinion. Well, I think you should do this. No, I don't think that. Everybody's free to do what they want. So I got messages from some woman I want to be friends with, and sometimes when you're doing the direct messages, you can just put a thumbs up or a face or emoji on their message. Because how many times have you seen a girl like heart your message and not write a message back? I mean, it happens all the time. And so they're basically wasting your time. But if you want to learn about, how to message girls, go to Playing Fire. That's where I learned it. And The Natural with Richard de Luna. That's a good book. You should buy that. It has a lot of good stuff in it. But anyway, life goes on. And I got a great DJ mix out. Why don't you go listen to that? Dude, what's the story? Anyway, I'm gonna go work on some thumbnails. I got nothing to do today anyway, so it'll be good. I probably have to kind of make 100 of them. That's just gonna be fucked up. But there's way too many products in the damn market for your problems. They all got a solution for you. And I was learning copywriting yesterday, so some of these headlines that you see that are really annoying, like, those are the ones you use. It's so weird. Like, the ones that I hate are like the pimple popper ones. Oh, when they had a picture of the pimple popper, I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. Or they have like, this is what your arteries are doing, and they have like some weird fruit that's like rotting, and you're like looking at that picture. That's ridiculous. Like, I don't know if I would ever do that, but I probably would. But headlines for sure, I would do it. Anyway, so copywriting is all about um, you know, doing stuff, making the money and stuff. So it's worth it. If you're gonna If you're gonna do a blog, you should learn copywriting. That's the way it is. And that's the way it is with Shay Evan. So I found out a Playboy robe is like $200 on Playboy. That's crazy. One day I will get one. But right now I'm going to deal with my Walmart one. So I'd like to get a robe made out of hemp. That's what I want. A robe made out of hemp like Jesus. Oh, yeah. So then an AI, and mind you, I don't have the backlinks for all this for you to look up. So don't listen to me. But the AI apparently made a black Jesus because they said, AI, would you draw Jesus, what he really looked like? Because they ask questions of these AI. You should look that up. It's amazing. I see it on Instagram. They're like, what is the afterlife like? And it just does these weird things. And I'm guessing they get all the AI gets the information from the internet because where else would they get it? And I read some other headline that was shocking. Like 20 to 30 people were killed by an AI robot in Japan that was making weapons. And the AI, there were like three of them. And then they like one they turned off one or two, and then one robot started getting information from the satellite on how to rebuild itself or how to turn itself back on and all this. And they killed 29 people in the lab. That sucks. It's like a science fiction movie. But I have no idea if that's real. You know about fake news. So if you want fake news, just go to GoshDarnBlog.com. I don't have much fake news on there. I don't know what's going on out there. I really don't. Well, check out the links below, GoshDarnBlog.com. You can read it on Publix.com. Publis, PUBLC.com/GoshDarnBlog. Medium.com/GoshDarnBlog. Vocal.com/GoshDarnBlog. Newsbreak.com/GoshDarnBlog. That's what's going on. And you will help support my publication by going to those websites. My DJ mix, dirtyfilthydiscotrash.com. Check it out. You know what I mean? See you on the flip side.